Hello and welcome to another video. So today's video, with Sh Machamp and Noctowl backline, we have Hypno in the lead for something a little different. Hypno has always been kind of a solid semi-meta pick, maybe. Say what you will about semi-meta or meta. It's always been in the middle. You know, it's not totally spice, but again, not totally meta. But let's see if it can still hang with the boys in the Remix Cup. Let's get going. Hopping into the first match, we have Hypno versus Witchcast. Okay, not the greatest, but they do decide to swap out, which works for me. So I'm just going to go into my Noctowl against their Alolan Marowak. So, yeah. I don't think I need to tell you what's going to happen here, especially since they already threw, which tells me they don't have Fire Blast. Don't need to shield this. So they do get the debuff, which is why people, excuse me, will go for Shadow Bone, because that way their fire spins can ramp up. I'm able to launch a Sky Attack and farm down later, and I have energy. So I should get 2 Sky Attacks off against this Witchcast. Hopefully 3, but due to that defense drop, it would not surprise me if they go for a farm down, though I am hoping they go for a Mud Bomb. I am able to get to a 3rd Sky Attack, which is fantastic. Let's see if I can make it to a 4. But my guess is it's going to be either I miss it by 1 or I get there. And unfortunately, I miss it by like 1 or 2 much shots. I bring in Hypno. A Blizzard won't take me out since it's not Shadow especially. And then it's a Vandabuzz, so I need to get some chip damage off of this. And since I've let it farm up, let it throw its move, I will throw a Shadow Punch. Then I will bring in Machamp, especially I don't need Vandabuzz to farm down my Hypno. I am saving both my shields for Machamp, as Machamp is my win condition, and I will need a cross chop for that for the Witchcast, and hopefully save a shield as well. Otherwise, I could be in a world of hurt. So this game is definitely not over. I am 1 away from the double cross chop, and I'm able to farm down with counter and get that counter. They realize it, and that's why they top left. So GG, good game to my opponent. That was still a great battle. All right, game number 2. All right, terrible lead, honestly, especially in a fresh fight. So I'm going to go into my Noctowl, a softer counter. Then they come with Hypno. So fairly neutral. I'm pretty sure it's in favor of Hypno just because it's bulk and confusion as Shadow Ball. As you can see, it does a respectable amount, but it's not like I can farm down. I need another move. So the goal is to get shield advantage now. I will let that Thunder Punch go through. Will not take me out because I do not expect to win this in even shields, especially since with confusion in mind. Again, I will let this go. I am going to farm down with Hypno. They shouldn't be able to get to a Shadow Ball since they threw their energy at 7. So they were out of energy when I came in. So this is definitely going to be a punch. Thunder, of course. And it's a Golbat. So already this is looking like an uphill battle. My win condition is Hypno though. I am going to go for this Rock Slide. Hopefully they let it go. But they don't. So, yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle. I know they're just going to go straight for Poison Fangs. They don't need to risk it for Shadow Ball. And I should have shielded this one. I should have shielded the first one as well, because I am so low that I'm just like, I'll have to see how a Thunder Punch does, but even against a Shadow Snorlax, a Punch just doesn't do that much damage, especially since my Hypno is not a Shadow. And I can already tell that the game's over. There's no win con, so I top left. So GG's, very well played to my opponent. So pretty neutral lead, though, in favor of Hypno, just because counters are resisted, and they'll be going for Body Slam so long as I shield. I'm able to sneak in a counter. Fantastic. I will just be going for Thunder Punches, as Shadow Ball will be double resisted. And I'm able to sneak in another Confusion. Man, I am mixing my words right now. Alright, they sneak in a counter, not the greatest, but thankfully it's still 6 turns I've snuck in versus their 2. Or 8 to their 2, so 6 for me. I will shield this as I want to farm down, so yes, I'm at a shield disadvantage, but that's okay. We'll see what they come in with. I will launch a Shadow Ball as Thunder Punch is double resisted against their Mud Boy. I saw that, most likely Witchcast, which as you can see it is. I will swap right away into Noctowl to avoid getting farmed down. I will shield this as I am assuming they're going to go straight for Blizzard to get my shield out of the way, which, lo and behold, it was a Blizzard, so not surprising. I will go for a Sky Attack. They shield, which is great, and then they have a Kanto Ninetales Shadow at that too, and I believe they're running Ember on here. Thanks, Cindy, or Greenish spelled backwards. Man, you've created a new meta with that Kanto Ninetales from the Vancouver Regionals. How dare you? But seriously, congrats again, though, on winning that regional. So I'm going to go for another Sky Attack. Hopefully it gets the shield, which it does. And I'm able to almost farm down. But they're low enough where they have to throw their energy. Or as you see, we simultaneously KO. And I'm able to get to this cross chop because they were dry in energy. And they saw that. So that's why they left. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. On to game number 4 here. Right, Pidgeot, fairly, pretty good lead for Hypno. I would say it's favorable, but somewhat neutral depending if they can Brave Bird, because they will survive a Thunder Punch, or most likely shield it too, but they don't need to, which they do. And then I'm trying to farm down, they try to see that. I'm going to swap into my Machamp. Unfortunately, I'm a little slow on the swap, so they will get to 2 Body Slams before my 2 Cross Chops. I am going to let this go. I will live a Body Slam, I just don't remember how much damage it does, which I'm like, okay, Machamp can survive a Body Slam. I will shield this up as I want to get to this next cross chop. Most likely they will farm me down with Pidgeot. I do decide to do this because I believe it's 3-2-2 for the 3 body slams. I could be wrong, but again, this is why it's important to keep track of your counts. But thankfully, I'm low enough. But they threw their energy, which granted, how low was actually, that makes sense, and it's a Feather Dance. Alright, next is Registeel. I decided to bring in Noctowl because I knew they're going to switch. I am going to go for Shadow Ball. I will let the Zap Cannon or whatever move they go for go through, and then I'm going to swap straight into Hypno, saving the shield as, Hypno is my win con. I'm going to go for Shadow Ball. Either it gets the shield or it hits, which is great. So now I can go for double Thunder Punch, but I do have to be mindful of the swap. I'm going to farm up. They tried a sack swap, and since they didn't, they knew the game was over, so that's going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. So thankfully, we're already positive 3-1 in this set, so let's see if we can make it 4-1. Alright, terrible lead right out the bat. Confusion's the only move doing damage. We simultaneously swap into Frostlass. So already not a great secondary matchup. I will shield this. I'm going to try to go for double Sky Attack. This one I was just like, oh boy, this is an uphill battle, because unfortunately Frostlass does outpace me unless I am able to sneak. Which even if I did sneak, it actually wouldn't matter. So I do get the second shield, and I decide to, let's see, do I shield this? I shouldn't be, but guess what? I do! I was just like, what the heck, let's try for it. And I'm like, they had double back-to-back. So I was not paying attention really anymore, and I'm going to be taking a Shadow Ball here, which is not fun. And yeah, so Machamp's going to be my win con. Hopefully I can knock out the Diggersby before, you know. Oh, it's a Pelipper. So, yeah, we've seen in previous videos I can't outlive 5 wing attacks and a Weather Ball before I get to Rock Slide. So, yeah. But yeah, get a nice Frillish here. IVs aren't the best, but hey, you know, you never know. But this 3-2 though, I went 2-3 in the previous set for the first set today. And that got me to rank 12, as you see. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.